I can't come to Alaska and not try some of its world famous crab. So I've come to Tracy's famous king crab shop. I've opted for the spicy king crab sandwich. Taste of some crab just a little tough. I want to show people back home that we're wearing short sleeves in Alaska.
That's a great, yeah. Today is an awesome day.
Yeah. We brought it from California. I don't believe it. It feels a lot warmer than that. Beautiful day today. It's worth taking the city's famous Mount Roberts Tramway. Southeast Alaska's only tramway has been whisking visitors 1,800 feet up the Chilkat Mountains since 1996, offering commanding views of the city and surrounding wilderness.
Came to this afternoon, I was hanging upside down. My race car flipped over, I'm smelling fumes all around. Next thing I see is a spark that did ignite. My hair's on fire, but I can say never had a bad day in my life. No, I never had a bad day in my life. I traveled the world on something fast, on someone else's dime. No, never had a bad day in my life. I burned the candle at both ends, but it feels mighty nice.
The Alaska State Tree and has this straight, pointy tops. The Tlingit people used this wood for medicinal reasons, such as burns, boils, skin irritation, colds, toothaches, and much more.
Ja, pewnie idziemy. Że nasz niedźwiedź jakiś to nas zeżre. Wow, beautiful. We're on top of Mount Roberts. I think it's about 3,000 feet above the city. The tram only goes up about 1,800 feet. It's part of the Tongass mountain range. You see right behind me here.
Mosquito.
It's a bit colder up here than it is down in the city, and you can also see the habitat is a bit different, less forested. We're starting to enter into the alpine tundra. Wow, absolutely incredible view. Right below me is the Gaston Channel. You can see Douglas Island, part of Admiralty Island. There's the Chilkat Mountains and Auke Bay.
So see that shimmering down the water? That's the way we went.
Oh, this is cool. You can see these totem poles here on display that are actually carved by a new local artist each year. You have the best office in the whole city. Oh yeah.
Nice day today.
So tell me I'm lucky or I'll set you on your back. I live like I'm lightning and you ain't seen nothing yet. I spent the night in the backseat of a rusted out junkyard car, knowing one day my hard work was gonna make me a star. Singing now, never had a bad day in my life. I traveled the world on something fast, on someone else's dime, but it feels mighty nice.
Hi. Are you going to the Mendenhall Glacier?
I am going to the Mendenhall.
Yeah, we can just pay you in person because we don't have a reservation or anything.
That's what I do.
Okay.
$45 round trip.
I've seen everything there is to see in downtown, so I'm going to spend the next few days exploring the picturesque sights of the Mendenhall Valley. Today I'll be visiting the region's famous Mendenhall Glacier.
Sky hanging low, painted blue before they know. Line up in a row, smile big for the circus show. Ooh, soft words, gentle touch, let the world envy us. Wear the diamonds on the crown, make them want this paper town. We pretend
Beautiful. We're on the shores of Mendenhall Lake. Just over my shoulder is Juneau's famous Mendenhall Glacier, and this 13-mile long glacier is actually part of the 5th largest ice field in North America, known as the Juneau Ice Field. And the fascinating thing about this lake is that it only formed within the last 100 years, a result of the melting glacial ice. Since its most recent maxima during the mini ice age of the mid-1700s, the glacier is estimated to be retreating at an alarming rate of 1 foot per day. At this rate, the glacier is expected to lose contact with the lake within just a few years, meaning no more icebergs. It was probably a good thing that we came here when we did. By far the biggest negative effect of glacial retreation is the loss of fresh drinking water for glacial communities. But, as is the case with everything, there are some plus sides too. For one, the formation of the lake has created new habitat for fish, and in 2012, the retreating ice revealed the remains of a 2,000-year-old forest. Right over there in the distance you can see Nugget Falls. It's about 100 feet wide and it's composed of 2 tiers which have a combined height of 377 feet. And there's actually a trail you can take out to it. I've heard conflicting reports as to whether or not there are in fact grizzlies in this part of the state, but I really want to see this waterfall. So we're gonna give it a go and hopefully we won't get eaten by a bear. A mówię, nie chcesz.
Nie tak od daleka, ale nie żeby mi tam przede mną stanął.
W takim otwartym terenie jak tam był, to można chodzić, przynajmniej go z daleka widzisz, a w lesie to tak nie widać. No to czarny tylko. Ale ładna rangerka była. This area we're hiking through right now is known as the Tongass National Forest. It's the largest and northernmost temperate rainforest ecosystem on Earth. Alright, here we have a memorial plaque to Romeo. He was actually a gray wolf and was known for his unusually friendly interactions with dogs and people. Sadly, he was killed in 2009 by piece of shit poachers. Oh my god, I thought your dog was a bear! Oh, this is incredible. We made it to the base of the waterfall. I'm so glad we came here. This is absolutely spectacular. I thought it would be packed with tourists, but there's almost no one here. It's such a beautiful day.
They know the salmon are coming up any day now. You'll see the salmon before you leave. Then send it back out on the margins. But most miners have to get to the mines by boat. And every 2 years, a hunter or some knucklehead does get mauled to death by those nasty grizzly bears. We only have the black bears here in South Bay. You see a little bit of the Juneau ice field. Those are the Chilkat Mountains. To give you an idea of their size, they sit just on the other side of Skag Lake, which is the bird flies is about 75 miles.
We aren't paper dolls. We bleed when we fall. We aren't paper dolls. We bleed when the curtain falls. We aren't paper dolls. We bleed.
Regular buses just all come here.
Oh no, because we wanted to. We
want to go to Botanical.
yeah, the Glacier Gardens.
Right there.
Yeah, okay, thank you. My exploration of the Mendenhall Valley continues with a visit to the Glacier Gardens.
You wanna blame me for your sins, playing a game when nobody wins. Your dearest heart just cries and cries. I'm swimming in a
To te były te najładniejsze, nawet nie kwitną. O.
Postawione są te drzewa.
I'm so disappointed that the upside down trees aren't blooming.
Oh, yeah, Steve's been trying to get them planted, but
Oh.
he doesn't let anyone else do the planting.
Oh.
Our tour is about 45 minutes to an hour. The next tour is...
We're in the city's spectacular Glacier Gardens. They were originally founded in 1984 as a nursery and landscaping business, but the owners opened the spectacular garden to the public in 1990. Because of these bizarre upside down trees you see behind me, Glacier Gardens was actually named America's most interesting landmark in 2012. It's also considered to be one of America's most unique botanical gardens.
The story starts in 1984. There was a big landslide and the city had to clean up that mess, and their best idea, the quickest idea, was to shove all the mud blocks right up here where we're standing now, and it sat for 10 years. Until Steve and Cindy Bowie, they own their own nursery and landscaping business, and they wanted to expand and grow more flowers. So they bought 6 acres, built a greenhouse, our visitor center, and then he realized that the landslide had wiped out the stream entirely and then had to be cleaned up. And so he did that. He carved out a stream bed, carved out holding ponds, and on the very last day of his excavator rental, he was backing up, admiring his work, and did not notice the tree behind him that punched a $6,000 hole in the engine. So he got a little upset. He picked up a tree, tried to smash it, but instead of smashing, it sunk into the ground upside down, like these fellows.
That's what idea.
So that's what gave him the idea. The roots dangling reminded him of flowers, and so that was our centerpiece. But a centerpiece obviously has to be the center. Stretch the fishnet across the roots up top, and then uses moss, and that's what holds the soil and flowers. So he keeps it pretty natural. But he has to drill through the bedrock because every bit above ground is what's buried below the ground. That's a hospital. You also have skunk cabbage. That grows wild. Your driver will definitely point it out. And if you don't see it, you'll smell it before you see it. It's the roots have a nasty smell. It's actually a lily. It's a really pretty flower.
They have a on the way up. Also, they sang songs. There's this island here. They never had enough money to buy their own island, so they made their own island. That's the original log that jammed in the excavators. It's all man-made through here. They used a lot of rocks and logs from the original landslide path back into the construction of these areas. Individual faults. Now, the landslide of 84. Oh, look at that. What's going on here? On our left, it's in the shape of a heart. This stream caused landslide in 1984. So we had to cut this stream in half so that half this stream flows into this pond and then slowly flows out. It grows so fast it melts the snow around in the springtime. While it's growing like that, it creates a smell. The bugs like the smell. You can make a laxative out of it. Shell rock. It's an oceanic sediment pressurized for billions of years. It'll fall apart in your hands. Sometimes we find fossils in the way. Oceanic. When the glacier froze up, it rose the ocean levels. We get decent summers here. What makes this part of Alaska is those 60 to 90 mile an hour winds. If the geese get hit by those high winds, they're forced to land. And that's what Taku and Tlingit means. One of the reasons why it's called Thunder Mountain is because the natives thought they heard thunder. It was actually avalanches echoing. What we do here is we come in your backyard and find your sun and shade. The land of the midnight sun. There you go. Now you're starting to fit in a little bit. Turo means the surrounding area of Juneau. It's all Juneau. That's the downtown area. A lot of mining and gold mining down there. There's only 70 miles of road here. So it's either left or right. That's it. Recreational capital of the world though. So if you're into fishing, camping, anything like that, this is the place to be. Everything's within walking distance. That big rectangular lake out there is a man-made runway for the float planes. You go past that, there's a famous island in Tlingit. They call that Kuchnabu, the the brown bear. One brown bear per square mile.
Do you guys have moose in this area or no?
You can go out the road, very small amounts of moose here.
My exploration of the Mendenhall Valley concludes at Auke Lake.
Can we run, can we run? Now we're running from the man with the gun. Oh, can we fly, can we fly, can we fly? A little bit faster, by and by. He's after me, he's after me, he's after mine. And you should go and leave this place behind. You should go, you should go, you should go. Just turn on the back now, get out that door.
To widać z daleka również. To jest daleka tam.
Oh wow, this is nice. I'm on the chapel by the lake. This small Presbyterian church was completed in 1958 and it's aptly named because it beautifully sits on the shores of Auke Lake. Over here we have some forget-me-not, the Alaska state flower. Stuff right here is called Devil's Club, very nasty stuff. It has these little spines that get stuck in your skin and it could take days to get them out and cause severe irritation. You can actually see part of the Mendenhall Glacier where we were a few days ago. Tak.
The bus for an hour and time to stretch it.
Yeah, you can even go to the lake. You wait for it.
Well, this Tracy, this man is a lie. Your mind is trapped up in some other time. In believing you are using which I stole. Well, this madness will take my very soul. Oh, can we run, can we run, can we run? Now we're running from the man with a gun. Can we fly, can we fly, can we fly? A little bit faster, by and by.